It has been reported that Kenny Pickett still won't have the freedom in the Pittsburgh Steelers Matt Canada offense this upcoming season. And it was also reported why he did not have the freedom in his rookie season with Matt Canada calling the plays. Just recently on the Arthur Moats Experience podcast, Terrence Garvin went on to speak about Matt Canada and Kenny Pickett and will Canada allow Pickett to grow. But I just want to give my thoughts on what they were talking about and all the reports that they said from last season. Here was their exchange. That full autonomy when you're up there and you come to the line of scrimmage and you're like, I know this was a run/pass, but I'm changing the call. That's a lot of Ben Roethlisberger. He didn't really have that with Matt Canada, and now Kenny's going to have that early on. I just don't see them giving him the full reign. It might roll out a little bit, but not a lot. And then after that, Garvin went on to agree with him, saying, because the hot seat is too hot, because they'll fire you, talking about Matt Canada, before they fire Kenny, they've already been calling for his head. And he's going to go out there with Kenny Pickett out there checking it. I just don't see it happening. So that's a little bit of what they said. Now I just want to give my thoughts on it, because it makes complete sense now that he broke it down like that. When you think about it, Matt Canada and Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett was in his rookie season. We all want to see him be able to make adjustments as a fan, but as an offensive coordinator, someone who's already been criticized for not being a good coordinator, what happens if the rookie quarterback just goes out there and changes your play all the time? What does it say about you as an offensive coordinator? Obviously, it doesn't make you look good, and it doesn't paint you in a good picture to the front office, to the head coach, if that rookie who's barely seen any action in the league is basically out there saying, this play's not good enough, my plays are better, I'm going to switch it. But you have to just look back. Even when Ben Roethlisberger was here with Matt Canada in his final season, he didn't have too much control of the offense either. When you think about it, yes, that 2-minute drill when he was calling his own plays, but other than that, he wasn't really switching the play that much. Based off other seasons, he was switching the plays a lot, especially under Randy Fichtner. They were switching the plays a lot at the line of scrimmage, but they weren't doing it too much in Ben Roethlisberger's final season. Yes, like I said, in that 2-minute drill, he was in full command of the offense, calling the plays, calling routes and like that, but just at the line of scrimmage, he wasn't really checking it a lot, other than that run-pass option where he has the opportunity to throw the ball or run the ball. Then he would make the decision, but he wasn't really switching the routes in Matt Canada's offense. So why would he give Kenny Pickett, a rookie, full control? It doesn't make sense, but as a fan, we're looking at it like we know Matt Canada's offense is not good. We know he's not that great at calling plays in certain situations. So we want that rookie quarterback, we want Ben Roethlisberger, whoever is that quarterback, to be able to switch the plays, because we know they're not good at calling plays, so hopefully they could do better. But when you look at Ben Roethlisberger, Ben improvising is better than Ben being on script, and we all knew that. Ben is a better improviser, and that's okay. And while Kenny Pickett still needs more time, right now, he needs to stay on more of a script. But it still looks like, when just watching him play, he might be better of an improviser as well. When you look at quarterbacks around the league, like Kyler Murray, he tries to improvise plays, but he's not an improviser. He's more of a script guy, and that's why he's going wrong. But then when you look at Josh Allen, he's been given a script. He's not really given the opportunity to call his own plays and stuff like that, to switch the plays. But when you look at him play, he's more of an improviser. But as of right now, we're still learning. Is Kenny Pickett a script guy? Does he need to be on a script? Or can he be that guy who is able to make things happen on his own and be that improviser? When I'm talking about improviser, I'm not talking about him rolling out the pocket and doing those kind of stuff. I'm talking about him kind of calling his own plays, checking out, checking into certain looks if he sees something. It's going to take time to kind of learn that kind of offense, to learn the NFL, learn what the defense is showing you, and change it and adapt to it. We still need to learn if Kenny Pickett's able to do that. What happens if Kenny Pickett went out there, was changing plays, and the offense was even worse? Then it wouldn't look good on him. So I kind of understand where Matt Canada was coming from, kind of not letting him have control of the offense based off his job security and it looking bad on him if he does it, but also trying to protect Kenny Pickett and not expose him too much, especially as a rookie. But hopefully next season, there's a little bit more of a leash. like we all want to see with Kenny Pickett calling his own plays, or at least being able to check in and out of certain looks. Also, one last thing that was said on the podcast about this topic that I totally agree with. It was said that the fans need to learn how to place the credits and blame where it accurately belongs. Meaning, if the mistake is on Kenny Pickett, then it's on Kenny Pickett. If it's on the play calling, then it's on Matt Canada. If it's a receiver that botched the play, then place on the receiver. You can't just blame Matt Canada for everything, or blame Kenny Pickett for everything, or blame a wide receiver. You need to know how to place a blame on the certain person who actually deserves it. So just say Kenny Pickett is improvising and he makes a mistake, then that's totally on Kenny Pickett. But if he doesn't improvise and it's on the play calling, then it's on Matt Canada's mistake. But if the receiver runs the wrong route, then place the blame on the receiver. Because there's many times last season where two guys would end up in the same spot. And that's not a schematic thing. Because there's no way Matt Canada's going to drop a play where you land in the same spot. I doubt it. That means it was a receiver who made the mistake. And you have to blame the receiver in that instant. So we need to learn how to blame the right guy instead of just blaming Matt Canada for everything. That's something I totally agree with that was said on this podcast. One last thing before I wrap this video up. This offense should be so much better because last season there were so many guys who'd had no experience together, and especially when you have a rookie wide receiver in George Pickens and a rookie quarterback in Kenny Pickett, and just other guys on the offensive line who was in their first year like James Daniels, Mason Cole. All those guys were in the first season with the Steelers. But now, with another year under the Bucs and another year together, they should be so much better. And the Steelers improved their offensive line a lot as well to help block for Kenny Pickett, to have him time to throw down the field, but also to help Najee Harris and Jalen Warren run the ball. They're going to run the Bucs off of Najee Harris and Jalen Warren this year. I totally believe that. And with so much of a better offensive line, hopefully there's better holes. As long as we have more explosive plays in the offense, then this offense should be so much better. Late in the year last year, even though the explosive plays at the running back position wasn't as much as the beginning of the year, they're just so better yards per carry. So that's what we need. Better yards per carry, not being in a bad situation, being in long downs like 3rd and 8 because you run the ball 2 straight times. Just learn how to call plays, not put your team in a bad position, and just the offense in general. It should be so much better this season with another year of people returning and just better players around the team. For example, Kelvin Austin's returning, new wide receiver in Allen Robinson, new target in Darnell Washington. So many new guys on this offense, and this team should have no reason not to be explosive. So I'm very excited for it. Hopefully no one screws it up. With that being said, let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about this video in general? How do you feel about this podcast, Arthur Moat's experience, Garvin, and Moats kind of talking about how Matt Canada didn't allow Kenny Pickett to have total control of the offense because it would make him look bad, and he was kind of protecting Kenny Pickett in general. Do you think he'll have more opportunity next season, or do you think it's going to be much of the same? Do you believe the Steelers offense will improve? Let me know down in your comments below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well if you like Steelers content, analysis, reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for the channel as well so you get notified whenever I post next Steelers video. I make all kinds of Steelers videos, news, rumors, reports. I keep you up to date on everything Steelers football. And as we're heading into training camp, the preseason, just know I'm covering it all. And everything moving forward, reaping the whole off season next season, I'm covering everything. This is the best spot for Pittsburgh Steelers news. Stay up to date. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.